Welcome back to another video, everyone. I made a video a while back now talking about why I prefer console gaming over PC gaming. Just a topic that I was talking about for whatever reason it was at the time. Not a ridiculous opinion. A lot of people have the same opinion. They like console gaming too. I wasn't shitting on PC gaming or anything. It wasn't like oh, I don't have a PC, so PC gaming is shit. No, I have a PC, and I think I even said in the video that it's realistically better in every way. But I prefer console still. And there's just some people that can't wrap their head around that. Like, they clearly game on PC, and they see someone with a PC that liked gaming on a PS5, and they go, no. Now, that video was like a year old at this point, but recently, for some reason, it's been recommended to a bunch of people again. And gamers, a lot of times, cannot handle an opinion. If you have an opinion about a game, or a system, or something that is different to theirs, they can't take it and they shit themselves. You tell them, bro, I only play games that come on degradable media, and there's just something about the sound and heat generated by a PS4 that really reassures me and makes me feel safe. And I also prefer the retro feel of 60 FPS, even though 90% of AAA games on console can barely hold 30 FPS. So I know that kind of shits on my whole I prefer 60 FPS argument, but I am autistic, so you can't hold that against me. Right, there is definitely some sort of undiagnosed or maybe diagnosed anger issues or something going on here. I've not even got to the end of this sarcastic comment. I also love the fact that I can take my scratched, fucked up physical discs and trade them in for other fucked up secondhand discs at only 60. Why are you taking an advantage of physical media and trying to spin it as a disadvantage? If I go and buy a game right now, play through it over the next week, finish it, take it back to get some money back, or want to buy a new game, maybe I didn't like the game, whatever the reason might be, how is that a bad thing to be able to actually have the ability to go and do that? Even if you don't get the full price back, you can still get a good amount and then put that towards another game. You still get the experience of playing a game and then being able to sell it. So yeah, that one part alone made you look like a fucking moron. Why would I want to buy digital games for 10-20% of retail price that in theory lasts forever? Yes, Steam isn't going anywhere and doesn't remove access to previous generations every time hardware moves forward. I've never seen someone dick suck digital games so hard. All I got from that is that you are just super insecure. I don't know for what reason, but you clearly play games on Steam. You buy them digitally. You saw my video of me saying I like buying physical games. I like my physical game. You can't even see them. I like my physical games. I like playing on console. And you shat yourself. You wrote this massive long ass paragraphs. Probably spent 10 minutes writing this. And it's just going to get deleted anyway. Because that's the funniest part about these comments. That like these really long comments that people clearly get very butthurt. They write these massive comments. I just delete them because you spent all that time and it just got wasted because no one's ever going to be able to read it. This case is a bit different because I'm making a video. I'm getting something out of this. So anyway, now he's going to address the reasons why I like consoles. I'm interested in consoles and the history of them. Ah, yes, the most important part of gaming. Research. Yeah, I didn't say it was the most important part of gaming, you buffoon. I do like the history of consoles and the releases and all that kind of stuff. I'm so glad I didn't build my PC myself. My friend had so many issues, blah, blah, blah. I just like buying a PS5 in a shop. You know, you can literally have a gaming rig delivered to your door, buy in a shop, and all you have to do is plug it in. Just like a console. So again, pretty shit argument. You know, in my video, I'm not even bothering with it. Like, I'm not even going to attempt it because I just know it will end in disaster. So I just use one of those services. I got to pick the parts. They just built it for me and sent it. Simple. So you address the part where I talk about how people have had issues, but you missed the part where I said when I got my PC, I had it built for me by a service that builds PCs for you. You just... I'm not even bothering with it. Like, I'm not even going to attempt it because I just know it will end in disaster. So I just use one of those services. I got to pick the parts. They just built it for me and sent it. Simple. So basically, this whole video is I prefer to pay less and have worse experiences. Normally, that is what people do, right? They don't want to spend thousands on a PC, so they buy a PS5 instead. And yeah, it can't perform as well as a PC, but they get to play their favorite games. It's incredibly easy to set one up, and they save money. That's quite literally the whole point. Millions of people buy consoles. I'm getting a bit of brain damage from this comment. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen someone so insecure about buying things on Steam. The bit at the end where he says, yes, Steam isn't going anywhere and doesn't remove access to previous generations anytime. Just reassuring yourself that you made a good decision buying games on Steam, I guess. Also likes to shit on the disc aspect, you know, the fact that they degrade over time. Yeah, mate. in fucking 30, 40, 50 years maybe. I've got discs in brilliant condition from the original Xbox, well over 20 years ago now. They might degrade at some point, but not for a very long time. I'm not being funny, but when my Halo 2 disc degrades in 40 years time and I'm fucking 60, 70 years old, I'll worry about that problem then. I'll find another copy when my disc degrades. I'll probably have other things going on in my life by then, right? I'll probably have other things to think about. But if I'm still trying to play a Halo 2 when I'm 75, I'll find another way to play it. You're acting as if this degradable, you know, within 5 years the disc disintegrates and, oh, lost access to my game. And now the 60 FPS thing, yeah, 60 FPS is more than enough for me. It really is. I don't notice a difference between 60 and anything after that. 30 and 60, there is quite a big difference. But even if a game releases at 30 FPS, I'm not going to refuse to play it just because of that. Like Bloodborne, it's stuck at 30 FPS. And I just played that for the first time. I just beat that like a month ago. It's 30 FPS. Doesn't look that smooth. I don't give a shit. I'll still play it. Dragon's Dogma 2, I've heard is 30 FPS on console, but more than that on PC. I'm buying that game next week when it comes out. I'm buying it on console. I don't give a shit if it's 30 FPS. And you might be watching this video after hearing that like, I just like my Xbox. I just like my PlayStation 5. Why do people get so angry when you say that? Again, PC gaming is better and will give you better gaming experiences in every way. But I like consoles, and I still prefer buying games on console and playing them on console. If that makes you angry, you've got some serious issues. We're talking about plastic boxes here. Thank you for your comment anyway. And then we've got another comment here. I don't get why people in the comments defending you so much. Your points are really bad. You say you prefer consoles because you can buy physical copies. Well, until you can't, because the game doesn't have a physical copy, which happens really often. Okay, well first of all, if a game doesn't have a physical release, then then there's no option. I'll just get it digitally. To say they don't release more often than not, that's just not true. Most games will release physically, and I like buying a physical game and collecting a physical game. I just like owning the thing. Even if a game doesn't fully have the game on the disc itself and part of it is download, I just like the discs. If it doesn't release on disc, well then yeah, there's no option but to buy a game digitally, and I'm not against digital. I buy games on Steam all the time. I don't see the whole... I don't know. I've not watched the video in a while, but I don't think I said, fuck digital games. I'll never buy a digital game in my life. I don't think I ever said that. I just think I said I like buying discs. It's like that one tweet. What was it? That one... I forgot the tweet. It's like where he says he likes something, so he must absolutely despise this other thing similar to it. Like, no. What if you just like both things? You can buy discs and prefer buying discs and still buy digital games. I'm not reading the rest of this comment. I'm sorry. I can't be asked. It's too long. It's massive. It's such a massive comment. And it's just saying, yeah, but PC gaming is actually... You can do all these things on PC. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it's as simple as this. I bought a PS5. I play games on it. And I enjoy it. You don't need to shit on consoles because of that and try and make PC look even better. I get that PC gaming is great. I just like playing on my PS5. It's as simple as that. Console gamers are terrible with money. Consoles are dying. They are a manufactured demand in a market that already has a much more suitable and practical alternative. PCs. Yeah, I don't think they're dying by any means. I mean, let's just take a look at the Nintendo Switch, which is a portable system, yeah, but it's also a home system. The hybrid, right? Yeah, that's like selling well over 100 million units. It's catching up to the PS2. It's like one of the best selling video game systems of all time. And it's current. They're not dying by any means. The PS5 is selling really well too. The Series X, I don't even know what the Series X is doing. Probably not as well, but it's Microsoft. They don't give it. They're putting all their games on PC. They're promoting Game Pass. Game Pass is doing really well. Their big focus is not really the Xbox system itself. Their whole focus is Game Pass and subscribers and all that. But the PS5 is doing well. The Switch is doing well. It's not dying by any means. And how are console gamers terrible with money? I mean, a console's not the cheapest form of gaming. Maybe he's saying like you can, you know, for the price of a PS5, you can get a cheap PC and it might perform a bit better. Well, yeah, okay. Not everyone wants to go through that. And some people might be very happy with buying a PS5 and the performance of the games. Let's not forget that a lot of PS5 games, while some of them are coming to PC, not for like a year or two after they release. Some people just like buying a PS5, enjoying their games on there, and that's it. They also get the benefit of, you know, certain exclusive games that won't come to PC ever, or not for a while. Looking at these comments, you'd think I was taking a fat dump on PC gaming in the video, right? You'd think they're getting defensive because I was being so rude to PC gaming. I was just talking about why I enjoy my consoles. This comment said, I prefer console as well. I barely touch my PC most of the time. I love my PS5. Is your PC any good? If so, then you're just an idiot. I mean, what if this guy on his PS5 is playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now? Do you want him to play that on his PC as well? All I can say is you're a complete moron for choosing console. This guy can't even spell properly. Well, there's plenty of comments on that video. There's plenty more comments I could take from it. And look, there are quite a few people that are on the complete opposite side, giving loads of advantages and why they like consoles as well. But yeah, no, that I could definitely... I just feel like I've lost brain cells over the past 40 minutes reading some of these comments. I just can't imagine being so mad over a plastic box. Or over somebody liking their plastic box. These are some of the most defensive and insecure people I've ever seen online. I don't even know if they're happy in their own decision of buying a PC at this point, because it seems like all they're doing is writing reasons to try and reassure themselves for their purchases on Steam or buying a PC. Like, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, we get it. You play games there and it's cool. It's good. They work well. They run better. People can still enjoy a fucking Xbox or a PlayStation 5. Switch gamers are still having loads of fun on their Nintendo Switch games, even if they run at 25 FPS. Again, most PC gamers are normal. Like, most PC gamers are normal human beings, unlike some of these people, who can actually understand and comprehend that people have preferences. Most importantly, they understand that you can enjoy both. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.